Have you ever wondered about the origins of the White House, the iconic symbol of American presidency? It's a place that's seen countless historic decisions, a stage for the world's most powerful leaders, and a beacon of democracy. But how did this iconic building come to be? What's the intriguing story behind its creation, and how did it earn its distinctive name? From its conception in 1790 to its construction by architect James Hoban, the White House has been an enduring symbol of the United States. Its white facade, said to be a result of a post-fire paint job or perhaps the use of white granite, has become synonymous with the nation's identity. Its primary purpose to serve the president and his administration has remained unchanged, but it also stands as a living archive, a historical monument, and a major tourist attraction. So, are you ready for a journey through time? Join me as we delve into the fascinating history of this iconic building. Our journey starts in 1790, when the American Congress decided to establish a new capital. The young nation was still finding its feet, and the need for a central hub of power was becoming increasingly evident. The decision was made to locate this new capital on the banks of the Potomac River, a location chosen for its strategic and symbolic significance. Now, let's think about this for a moment. A burgeoning nation, its future still unwritten, decides to create a new capital from scratch. That's quite a task, isn't it? But the challenge didn't stop there. This new capital needed a heart, a center where the pulse of the nation could be felt, and that center would be a residence, a place where the leader of the nation could live and work. But this would be no ordinary residence. It would need to embody the spirit and aspirations of the nation, a symbol of the power and authority of the presidency. And so, the quest began for a design that would reflect this lofty ideal. The call went out far and wide, and the response came in the form of an architect named James Hoban. His vision for the presidential residence was inspired by the French neoclassical style, a style that conveyed a sense of grandeur and dignity. With a design in hand, the work commenced to transform this vision into reality. The foundation stone was laid in 1792, marking the beginning of a construction journey that would last 8 long years. Throughout this period, the building slowly took shape, rising from the ground to become a tangible expression of the nation's identity. It was a labor of love, a testament to the determination and resilience of a young nation striving to carve out its place in the world. With that decision, the stage was set for the creation of a presidential residence. It was a bold step, a statement of intent that signaled the nation's readiness to take its place on the global stage. This was the dawn of the White House, the birth of an icon that continues to shape and define the American narrative. Enter architect James Hoban, selected to design and build the future residence of the president. Born in Ireland, Hoban found inspiration for the presidential mansion from a rather unexpected source, the French neoclassical style. This was an architectural trend that thrived in France from the mid-18th to the early 19th century, characterized by simplicity, grandeur, and a sense of balance. Hoban's design was a testament to his ability to adapt this style to a distinctly American context. The layout of the building, with its central corps de logis flanked by wings, is a feature commonly found in French neoclassical architecture. Yet, its function was purely practical, meant to accommodate the president's office, living quarters, and spaces for formal and informal gatherings. The construction of this monumental building began in the year 1792. Imagine the bustle and energy of the site, the clinking of hammers, the scraping of trowels, the grinding of stone upon stone. This was a mammoth task, involving skilled craftsmen and laborers, most of whom were African American, both free and enslaved. Over the span of 8 years, the building slowly took shape. Brick by brick, stone by stone, the future White House rose from the ground, a beacon of the fledgling nation's aspirations and dreams. It was a painstaking process, marked by challenges and setbacks, but the dedicated team pressed on, driven by a shared vision of creating a residence worthy of the nation's leader. By the time the year 1800 rolled around, the construction was complete. The building stood in all its grandeur, a testament to the determination, skill, and creativity of all those who had contributed to its creation. It was more than just a structure. It was a symbol of the nation's collective identity, and a canvas upon which the story of the United States would be painted. With the completion of the construction, the stage was set for the building to make history. Originally called the Executive Mansion, this building was to receive a new name under President Theodore Roosevelt. But there's an intriguing tale woven around how this iconic structure got its moniker. A popular legend suggests that the White House was officially renamed after it was painted white. Now, let's take a step back. In 1814, during the War of 1812, the British troops set the building ablaze. The flames left a charcoal smear on the exterior. To mask the damage, workers painted the entire structure white. The building, now gleaming in its new attire, started to be referred to as the White House. But wait, there's another layer to this story. Some sources suggest a different origin of the name. They contend that the moniker White House was derived from the construction material used in the building. White granite was used generously in the construction of this grand edifice, and this could have lent the building its name. Over time, the name White House became deeply entrenched in the language and psyche of the people. It started as a colloquial term, often used by the public and the press. However, it was President Theodore Roosevelt in the early 20th century who made it official. He ordered that all government stationery bear the name White House, replacing the earlier Executive Mansion. This name change wasn't just a cosmetic alteration, it was symbolic, reflecting the building's importance. The name White House resonated with the purity, grandeur, and transparency that the new nation aspired to embody. And so, the Executive Mansion was reborn as the White House, a name that has stood the test of time, representing the strength and resilience of the nation. Thus, the name White House was born, and it has remained ever since. It's a name that carries with it a rich tapestry of history, a symbol of the nation's journey through time, and a testament to the indomitable spirit of the American people. But the White House is more than just a residence for the president. It's an office, a meeting place, a historical monument, and a major tourist attraction. Yes, it's a place where the president sleeps and eats, but it's also where he or she works, strategizes, and makes crucial decisions that impact the world. The White House is the epicenter of American political power. It houses the Oval Office, where the president conducts the daily business of running the country. Here, the president signs bills into law, meets with advisors, and holds press conferences. It's a workspace unlike any other, where the decisions made have far-reaching consequences. But it's not just about work. The White House also serves as a meeting place. State dinners, receptions, and meetings with foreign leaders are held there. It's a place where diplomacy happens, where relationships are forged, and where important discussions take place. It's a hub of activity, a place where the president engages with the world. Yet, the White House is also a historical monument. It's a living museum, housing an extensive collection of art and historical artifacts. Each room tells a story. Each piece of furniture, each painting, has a tale to tell, a piece of the American history puzzle. It's a place where history is preserved and celebrated. And let's not forget, it's a major tourist attraction. Every year, millions of people from all over the world visit the White House. They wander through its rooms, marvel at its architecture, and learn about the people who have lived and worked there. It's a place that inspires awe and sparks curiosity. The White House then wears many hats. It's a home, an office, a meeting place, a museum, and a tourist hotspot. But above all, it's a symbol of the American presidency, of the power and responsibility that come with the job. The White House serves as a symbol of the American presidency, a place of work and residence and a living piece of history. From its creation to its naming, the White House stands as a testament to the dreams and aspirations of a new nation, a symbol of power, a home for its leaders, and a monument to its history. The White House is much more than a building. It is a testament to the spirit of the United States. Its roots trace back to the late 18th century, with a vision to establish a residence for the country's head of state. Crafted by the hands of architect James Hoban, the building was inspired by the French neoclassical style, and its walls have seen centuries of historical events unfold. The iconic title, the White House, whether it came from its white granite construction or its post-fire repainting, has become an emblem of purity, transparency, and grandeur, reflecting the very ideals of the nation it represents. The story of the White House is a piece of the larger narrative of the United States, a story that continues to inspire and captivate us all.
That's a wrap for today, folks. If you enjoyed, tap that like button. Don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe to stay tuned. The excitement is just beginning.